Human migration across international borders is a persistent reality in today's world. In 2020, Europe was a leading destination for African migrants outside of Africa, with around 11 million African-born migrants living in European countries. But what drives this mass exodus? In 2022, global migration flows to Europe totaled 5.1 million, rising to 27.3 million by January 2023, according to Eurostat. The UN's 2023 Global Trends Report reviewed a record 108.4 million forcibly displaced people worldwide at the end of 2022, driven by war, persecution, and natural disasters. While the media often focuses on these immediate causes, other less visible factors also drive migration, particularly from Africa to Europe. Now, let's explore these underlying causes, starting with the global North-South divide. The North, including North America, Europe, Israel, and Japan, is industrialized and socioeconomically stable. In contrast, the South, encompassing Africa, Latin America, the Caribbean, and parts of Asia, is underdeveloped and poverty-stricken. The disparity isn't natural. It's rooted in historical factors like colonization, resource exploitation, and unequal trade relationships. During colonialism, the North extracted resources from the South, often to the detriment of local populations, leading to legacies of underdevelopment and poverty. Even today, these unequal relationships persist. A recent report revealed that in 2015, the North appropriated vast amounts of resources from the South, worth trillions of dollars. This exploitation fuels industrial production in the North, but at a severe cost to the South. The push for electric vehicles to combat climate change has intensified the scramble for cobalt, a key component in EV batteries. Cobalt's importance to modern technology cannot be overstated, and its primary source is the Democratic Republic of Congo. Despite its resource wealth, the DRC remains one of the world's poorest nations, with over 60% of its population living on less than $2.15 a day. The cobalt rush has led to significant social and environmental disruptions. Multinational corporations, with the support of local governments, often displace communities to expand mining operations. These displacements lead to poverty, environmental hazards, and frustration, pushing many to seek refuge elsewhere, including Europe. Many displaced Congolese and other Africans embark on perilous journeys to Europe. However, the European Union's response has often been to stem this migration through agreements with transit countries like Tunisia. Experts argue that the EU should focus on managing migration in a way that benefits both Africa and Europe. Structural imbalances in relations fuel instability, migration, and human trafficking. As the North continues to exploit the South's resources, it contributes significantly to the refugee crisis. It's time for the North to take responsibility and devise compassionate strategies to address and manage African migration. Migration will remain a reality as long as these disparities exist. The global North must lead the way in finding effective and humane solutions. Only then can we hope for a future where migration is a choice, not a necessity.